Stop highlighting your life away with dried-out markers that ruin your notes. These are the BIC Brite Liner chisel-tip highlighters, the classic 5-count pack that you've definitely seen in every office supply aisle. If you're a student, a teacher, or just someone who spends their day buried in paperwork, these are likely the standard you're measuring everything else against. The design is straightforward. It's that familiar, chunky plastic barrel that fits comfortably in your hand, with a cap that snaps on securely. The chisel tip is the star here. It's firm enough to give you a crisp, thin underline if you turn it sideways, but wide enough to cover a full line of standard font in one smooth pass. In real-world use, these perform exactly as you'd expect. The ink flow is consistent, and the colors, yellow, pink, orange, green, and blue, are vibrant without being so neon that they burn your eyes or obscure the text underneath. They glide across standard printer paper without tearing the fibers or bleeding through to the other side. The pros are simple. They're incredibly affordable. The ink doesn't dry out for months even if you occasionally forget the cap, and the chisel tip holds its shape well over time. However, there are a couple of honest downsides. First, the ink can smudge slightly if you're highlighting over fresh inkjet printer ink, so give it a second to dry. Also, they aren't archival quality. If you leave these pages in direct sunlight for a few months, the color will definitely start to fade. Are they worth it? Absolutely. They aren't fancy, but they're reliable workhorses that get the job done for a couple of bucks. For everyday highlighting, you really don't need anything more expensive than this. Final verdict, a solid office essential that earns its place in your desk drawer.